What's poppin', everybody? This is Saber94. So the rotation finally got implemented on TCG Online today, and the World Championship is tomorrow, at least in my time zone. And I want to take this chance before the World Championship happens to talk about how the format is going to shape up in Standard with this rotation and what it means going forward. Now, at least in my eyes, the way I see it is the format is already very Tag Team GX centric, and it's only going to get even more Tag Team GX centric, and I'm going to explain why. So, one of the most consistent and powerful strategies that's always been used in the Pokemon TCG is tanking. And tanking, you usually need one or both of these things. You need a way to block a lot of damage. This was usually done back in the day through special metal energy. A lot of strong metal Pokemon like Steelix Prime, Scissor Prime, it was Dialga G level X, what have you. Let's just say those guys for example. Or you need a lot of HP and you need a very easy and efficient way to heal damage. You heal a lot of damage or all of the damage from a Pokemon, and if your opponent can't knock it out and they basically waste their attacks without making progress in the game, you keep attacking and eventually you're the one that's going to win if your opponent can't kill you. And that's what has been going on for quite a while. We had Acerola recently, the Stage 1 GXs attacking quickly like Zoroark. You had Golisopod GX, other Pokemon, they attack and then you heal them up with Acerola, or you even use Max Potion. The Max Potion strategy has been going on ever since the Black and White days, ever since that got released. And even though with the new rotation, we lose Acerola and Max Potion, I'm pretty sure, I feel like Tag Team GX Pokemon have this sort of big advantage in that they have all this mighty high HP, over 250, a lot of them. And they release a card, the GX Potion card, or whatever it's called, that heals 50 damage on your active GX Pokemon, and you don't pay any cost. Now, with that interaction and other strategies like the mixed herbs, you play 2 of those, you heal 90 damage. It's going to be even harder and harder for the smaller Pokemon to be able to compete, because if you can't get like a big knockout on those GXs, and they just can heal the damage, retreat, do whatever, it's just really difficult for you to win and make like significant turns, have significant turns when you attack and the damage is meaningful. Even worse than that, without the choice band to boost the damage, I feel like a lot of attackers that were kind of decent, like Nidoqueen, just won't be as good anymore. Like Nidoqueen, it was already difficult with choice band for her to get those one-hit knockouts or get significant knockouts on the Tag Team GXs at least. And it's basically even harder now. It's impossible, to be honest. Like, you need like a full bench and you max out like 260 damage. A lot of the times you won't have that fully evolved bench anyway. You might have 4 at the best case scenario. And that's just not enough. You can't get that knockout. Other Pokemon that do very high damage, like Empoleon, that's another good stage 2. That Pokemon is also it's out of its reach now, those KOs. Just capping at 200 isn't enough. You have Ludicolo, you have all these other attackers. And you have other, cheap attackers that can do high damage, like cheap damage, 100 damage, 80 damage for 1, that kind of thing. Lots of basic Pokemon and Stage 1 attackers, and it's just not enough to get the job done. It's very difficult. And I don't like this, like the direction they kind of going with this. It almost feels like what I said when the Tag Team GX Pokemon were first introduced. It kind of takes us back into the Black and White days when the EX Pokemon, got brought back as big basics, super high HP, and, taking advantage of that high HP was everything. There were strategies with the Aromatisse. Even before that, it was Hydreigon and even Klinklang. Move the energies around, heal the damage, move the energies from the big EX Pokemon, heal all the damage with Max Potion. That kind of combo. We see this sort of tactic with Dark Box now. You got Weavile, and pretty much the same thing. Not only that, but Tag Team GXs also get this new card, Lucario. Stage 1, you get a few of those guys out, and you block 20 damage, and I'm pretty sure the effect does stack. So if you get multiple of those out, you can block upwards to 40, 60, even 80 damage on your Tag Team GX Pokemon. You got the grass Pokemon that are all about healing and tanking, with the Life Forest, with the Shamans, all that stuff. That new Executor Rowlet, I think that might have potential. The problem is always fire. The fire weakness, of course, is going to ruin you, but you guys get what I mean. There's so many tactics now that it's really is all about these Tag Team GX Pokemon. They're just too fast. You just start with them and immediately you've got that super high HP. And a lot of these decks, they're pretty fast too. Like Reshiram, with the Welders, can be considered a fast deck. You get those energies really quickly, already start attacking. Zekrom GX, I don't think I need to say anything about that deck. It can also be extremely fast with all this stuff it does, bring out energies. And on and on and on. It's not like these Pokemon have big HP and they're slow. They're really fast too, so it really is just almost impossible for Stage 2 and Stage 1 regular Pokemon to compete with them. Less and less reliable. Really, the only one that could really just kill them in one hit with a little bit of setup was Nidoqueen, to be honest. And maybe, I guess, Charizard. I feel like Malamar, Ultra Necrozma GX, that Pokemon, it has always been broken. I don't think people really realize. I already knew it was going to be broken as soon as I saw it. And for as long as it's around, it's going to be good because 3 energies, you knock out just about everything. Oh, you got Tag Team GXs? Put a 4th one. Those guys are dead too. It's just so easy for them to knock them out. I wouldn't be surprised if it wins or tops the World Championship tomorrow, or when the top 8 happens. But a deck that has a lot of potential, all about getting one-hit knockouts on even the biggest Pokemon. Other decks that have potential, of course, are going to be just your typical Tag Team GX Pokemon. But even something like the Blacephalons, maybe those can get those one-hit knockouts too. This is basically what it comes down to. You either play Tag Team GX Pokemon, or if you're not, you gotta have a way to knock them out in one hit. Otherwise, they're just gonna heal up. They're just gonna be, too much for you to handle. That's just how it is. But I think that was all I had to say. Nothing else comes to mind. But I want to take this opportunity right now to thank my friend, Alpha Trading Card Games, for hooking me up. You guys have seen the new intro and the new logo is all thanks to him. If you're also interested in Yu-Gi-Oh!, you play the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game, you should check out his channel, Alpha Trading Card Games. Much bigger than mine, like I don't even need to shout him out. But you guys should check him out for contemporary Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. He's like the best. Matches, tournament coverage, deck profiles from tournaments, major tournaments. He's got you covered. The best guy in Europe. But other than that, that's about it. All I had to say about what I think is going to happen for the new format. I don't really like this sort of direction, but I kind of saw it coming. Only time will tell with the new sets coming out and with whatever the new Gigantamax mechanic is going to be from the Sword and Shield era. But to be honest, I'm not very optimistic because that's all about, making a Pokemon even bigger. Turning a Pokemon into a giant Pokemon. So it's probably going to be more of the same. They're just going to keep updating hit points, keep doing that, and, that sort of tanking tactic is only going to get better. It's going to be all about that, the future, I feel like. It's going to be interesting to see, without Acerola and Max Potion, if this is still going to be the thing, but I feel like just Tag Team GX Pokemon, they just have too much going on for them. That's sort of super high HP. When you got a Pokemon with that super high HP around, you don't release cards like that GX Potion. That's just my opinion. But anyways, this has been SaberWolf94. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching as always. Subscribe to my channel. It is an excellent hub for all things Pokemon TCG related. And maybe other stuff too. We might work together with my friend, and I might start putting up some Yu-Gi-Oh! Openings on his channel. We'll have to wait and see though. We'll see how it goes. But thank you guys for watching. SaberWolf94. I'll be covering the World Championship. I'll be watching that shit, the whole thing, just as much as I can. and then do a recap like I always do. So there won't be any videos for a few days until the World Championship finishes. But other than that, Saber Final 4, thank you guys for watching. What's say?